Hello, this is Elaine with Sweet Stampin', and in this video I'm going to show you how to make this fun pull slider card with the Merry and Bright bundle. Here's my next fun pull card using the Merry, Bold, and Bright suite. You pull this little tag right here and it reveals a message. So have a merry and bright Christmas. And I've also used the Christmas Tidings embossing folder to emboss the card. I started with an 8.5 by 5.5 sheet of Granny Apple Green, and I've scored it at 4 and 8. And so this is going to create my pocket for the tag to slide in. So we're going to do some cutting, but first, the next piece we have is 7.5 inches long and 4 3/4 tall. And then we scored it in half at 3 3/4, and we cut along the score line to make this piece 2 inches tall. So this is going to be our sliding piece here. Then we just have a piece of basic white to go inside. And so this piece is going to be 4.5 inches by 3.5 tall. So now we're going to cut this. I always have a template that I use, and so this is my template, and I'm going to cut 3/4 distance in, and I'm going to cut from 3/4 to 4 3/4 on both sides. So let's start with this first side here, and so I'm going to insert this at 3/4, and then I'm just going to place this down on top. And actually, I'm going to bring this over first and bring it back to 3/4. And then we're going to go all the way down to 4 3/4. And then we're going to bring this up and we're going to scoot this along until this crease line is at 3/4 over here, which is 3 1/4 over here. And so we'll place that up here. And we are still at 4 3/4 down here, and we'll just scoot this up to 3/4. So 3/4 is the magic number in all of this, and that's all the cutting you need to do. So I keep this template and this template together, and then I just write what template it is and the size so that I can use it again. So the next part of the template is cutting this circle here on top. And so this is going to be, nope, we're going to do it this way. So this is going to be my top. And so I'm going to use the 1 3/4 circle punch that's available online. And I'm going to use a ruler to mark the middle, which is going to be 2. So I just want to mark the 2. And then I am going to punch about maybe 1/4 of the way in, centering that right there. And then we have our little area for our thumb pull. And then we have this so that we can easily pull the tag. And we are going to use this right here to punch the corners. So I'm going to pause here and show you everything that's in the Merry, Bold, and Bright suite. It includes the Merry and Bright stamp set and dies bundle, and it has all of these fun sayings that you can match and a couple extra dies for light stands and strings, as well as these adhesive iridescent discs. So you get 5 colors here, and then the iridescent white ribbon, and we're gonna color the ribbon to match our Poppy Parade, but we're gonna use real red, because real red, when I colored the ribbon, looked closer to Poppy Parade than my Poppy Parade blends. So another thing to just a little test out. And then the last and prettiest thing is the paper. So this is the Merry, Bold, and Bright DSP, and it has these super fun designs, Christmas lights on one side, and then just regular designs that you could use on any card on the other side. So Christmas lights on this one, and then a fun pattern on the other side. And then you could use the dots for anything. Here's the fa la la that we'll use on this card. these fun stripes, stars, dots again, little Christmas trees and stripes and more little Christmas trees. So this pack is really great for all occasions. It's got some really fun and bright colors in it. Okay, the next thing we're gonna do is we're gonna stamp this piece right here. And this piece measures 2.5 by 4. So I'm going to use this background from the annual catalog called It's in the Stars. It coordinates with the Reach for the Stars suite, but I thought it would be fun to add some stars to the background when you pull the card. So yes, I am using a Stamparatus that's no longer available, but I love my Stamparatus and I am never giving it up, because it just really makes stamping these big blocks a lot easier. And then if something's not inked, you can re-ink it. Next, I'm gonna stamp some stars on the inside for some decoration when you pull up the card. And I'm going to adhere this inside. And now I'm using a 1/8 inch punch to punch the hole for the ribbon. And you can measure the middle for more precise placement. So now we can start to put the card together. So we're gonna open this piece up that we cut the 2 slits in, and we're going to weave this through both of them like so. And then on the back, we're just gonna use a little bit of Scotch tape, and we are going to tape these 2 pieces together very simply. And then this is gonna be what we pull right here. Okay, so the second part is we're gonna push this back. We're gonna put some adhesive on this tab right here. We can use some of the tear and tape, and then we can close this up. So when we close this up, we want to make sure that that red piece is in first so that it can slide freely. And then this piece will come on top. And there we go. Okay, so now we have this piece right here, and this is going to go underneath. So now I have these already stamped and cut out. Have a merry and bright Christmas, and we'll do Christmas 3 times to really emphasize the Christmas. So I'm gonna stamp one more Christmas in the Granny Apple Green to keep with the color theme. And then it's really easy to cut out if you can find your scissors. So just trim off the ends first, and then if you have longer scissors, I feel like those are easier to use to do longer cuts. So now I'm just going to adhere these down. So we have a merry, and bright, and then we'll scoot this to the other side here, and we'll do Christmas, Christmas, Christmas. So now I have a 1 7/8 by 2 3/8 piece of the designer series paper that I'm just going to add to the front. Now I've already cut out and used the Melon Mambo and Granny Apple Green foil that is also part of this suite. And I used the silver foil for the tops and for the filaments. And I'm just gonna put these on dimensionals, and then I have a little bit of silver twine to tie them together. Okay, our last step here is to color some of the ribbon. So I'm going to use the Real Red blends brush to color this. I feel that it's closer in color to the Poppy Parade cardstock. So I'm just gonna thread this through and tie a knot. And that is my fun Christmas pull card using the Merry, Bold, and Bright Suite.